Good afternoon, friends. You are most welcome to Think IS channel. Today we are going to discuss the gist of India Yearbook 2022, which is written by GS Score, and our topic is commerce. Let us begin the topic. The Department of Commerce comes under the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India. The mandate of the Department of Commerce is regulation and development of India's international trade and commerce. The department formulates, implements, and monitors the Foreign Trade Policy (FTP), which provides the basic framework of policy and strategy to be followed for promoting exports and trade. Trade performance. Despite the challenging global trade environment, India's merchandise exports saw a consistent growth to reach a new peak of over 330 billion US dollar in financial year 2019. Export growth in 2020, however, got affected by the trade slowdown aggravated by COVID 19. India's merchandise exports in April to June 2021 were 95.55 billion US dollar, highest ever merchandise export in a quarter. India also recorded highest ever FDI flow or inflow of 81.72 billion US dollars in 2020-21. Merchandise exports. According to World Trade Organization, World Trade Statistical Review 2021, in 2020, India ranked 21st in the leading exporter of merchandise trade in the world with a share of 1.6% in financial year 2020-2021. India's total merchandise export were 291.81 billion US dollars. Major product categories and their shares in export basket in financial year 2020-21 are petroleum products 8.84%, drug formulations, biologicals 6.53%, pearls, precious and semi-precious stones 6.22%, iron and steel 4.15%, and electric machinery and equipment 2.78%. Major export destinations and their share are United States of America 17.69%, China 7.26%, United Arab Emirates UAE 5.72%, Hong Kong 3.48%, Bangladesh 3.32%. Merchandise imports. According to WTO World Trade Statistical Review 2021, in 2020 India ranked 14 in the leading importer of merchandise trade in the world with a share of 2.1%. Top 5 import categories in terms of share in India's import basket in financial year 2020-21 are petroleum, crude oil 15.08%, gold 8.77%, petroleum products 5.88%, pearl, precious and semi-precious stone 4.79%, coal, coke and briquettes etc. 4.13%. The major import sources in 2020-21 were China 16.53%, USA 7.32%, UAE 6.75%, Switzerland 4.62%, and Saudi Arabia 4.10%. Service trade. According to the WTO World Trade Statistical Review 2021, in 2020 India ranked 7th in the leading exporters of commercial services and ranked 10th in the leading importer of the commercial services with a share of 3.3%. Trade balance. Taking merchandise and services together, overall trade deficit was 14.06 billion US dollar in financial year 2020-21 as compared to US dollar 76.43 billion during the previous financial year. Overall trade deficit for April to July 2021 was 9.74 billion US dollar as compared to trade surplus of 13.84 billion US dollar in April to July 2020. Global perspective. The global merchandise trade recovery after pandemic is set to broaden after being initially concentrated in pandemic related purchases, consumer durables and medical equipments. Services trade is expected to recover more slowly, consistent with subdued cross-border travel until virus transmission declines to low level everywhere. Global perspective. The global merchandise trade recovery after pandemic is set to broaden after being initially concentrated in pandemic related purchases, consumer durables and medical equipment. Services trade is expected to recover more slowly, consistent with subdued cross border travel until virus transmission declines to low level everywhere. Foreign trade policy. The foreign trade policy FTP, the basic framework of policy and strategy for promoting trade from India, has conventionally been formulated for 5 years at a time and reviewed periodically. The FTP foreign trade policy for 2015 to 2020, announced in April 2015, provided a framework for increasing exports of goods and services as well as generation of employment and increasing value addition in the country in keeping with the Make in India vision of the country. Directorate General of Foreign Trade, Directorate General of Foreign Trade DGFT, is an attached office of the Ministry of Commerce and Industry and is headed by Directorate General of Foreign Trade. This organization has been essentially involved in the regulation and promotion of foreign trade through regulation, keeping in line with liberalization and globalization and the overall objective of the increasing of exports. DGFT, Directorate General of Foreign Trade, has since been assigned the role of facilitator. Web portals. DGFT, Directorate General of Financial Trade or a Foreign Trade, Directorate General of Foreign Trade has launched an updated website which has a large dynamic component whereby the trade community can file applications online for IEC and various other schemes. Capacity building. Skilling new entrepreneurs for exports in an important priority. In the last few years, several entrepreneurs have been trained under the Niryat Bandhu program implemented by DGFT, Directorate General of Foreign Trade, thus complementing the Startup India and Skill India initiatives. Major schemes for export promotion. Export Promotion Capital Goods EPCG scheme. EPCG scheme, an ongoing scheme under FTP, intends to facilitate import of capital goods for producing quality goods and services and enhance India's manufacturing. Interest Equalization Scheme. The Interest Equalization Scheme was formulated to give the benefit in the interest rates being charged by the banks to the exporters on their pre and post shipment rupee export credits. Advanced Authorization Schemes. Advanced authorization schemes allow duty-free import of inputs which are physically incorporated in an export product. In addition to any inputs, packaging material, fuel, oil, catalyst which is consumed or utilized in the process of production of export product is also being allowed. A Special Economic Zone SEZ scheme. There are 262 operational SEZs in India, of which the success story of Kandala is of special mention in the backdrop of COVID-19. Niryat Bandhu scheme. Niryat Bandhu scheme was started in 2013 and training programs are being implemented in person and online mode to cater to the initial skilling needs of new individuals or firms who plan to enter international trade. Niryat Bandhu scheme. Niryat Bandhu scheme was started in 2013 and training programs are being implemented in person and online mode to cater to the initial skilling needs of the new individuals or firms who plan to enter the international trade. Government e-marketplace GEM scheme, GEM portal or GEM scheme. The government e-marketplace GEM is an e-marketplace to revolution public procurement in India. The government e-marketplace GEM is an e-marketplace to revolutionize public procurement in India. In less than 5 years since its inception, GEM has successfully transformed the public procurement space in the country through its technology-driven innovations and other strategic interventions. GEM's approach is underlined by a commitment to its three-pillar transparency, efficiency with the attendant cost saving and inclusiveness. In line with its pursuit of a universal and vibrant buyer-seller ecosystem in the platform, GEM saw substantial improvements in the number of buyers and sellers on the platform. Common Facility Center CFC's scheme. The scheme for setting up Common Facility Center CFC for gems and jewelry sector. The scheme is fully funded by the central government, Department of Commerce, and is being implemented through GEM, that is GEM, and Jewelry Export Promotion Council, GJEPC. Plantation sector. The department, through the respective commodity boards, tea, coffee, rubber and spice boards, implements developments and promotion schemes for the plantation industry in the plantation growing areas of the country. Remission of duties and taxes on exported products. A new scheme, remission of duties and taxes on exported products, RODTEP, for reimbursement of currently unfunded central, state and local taxes and duties incurred in the process of manufacture and distribution of exported products, has been functional from January 2021. Trade Infrastructure for Exports Scheme. Trade Infrastructure for Export Scheme TIES was implemented with the objective of assisting central and state government agencies for creation of appropriate infrastructure for growth of exports. Export promotion initiatives, developing district as export hub. There has been a demand to convert each district into an export hub. This directed focus towards making district as active stakeholders in promotion of exports of goods or services produced or manufactured in the district. As part of this initiative, an institutional mechanism has been set up in each district in the form of District Export Promotion Committees, DEPCs, Contact Center Services and Help Desk. Contact Center Services and Help Desk. Contact Center and Help Desk were launched for the trade to resolve exports issues, grievances and suggestions. Thank you very much.